I'd like to mention before our next speaker that all of the speakers who are speaking today are members of a new trade justice network in Canada. This group came together in February because of CETA, because of the damage we could see was coming to Canadian society. And if you're more interested in that, there's a declaration on the CETA negotiations at tradejustice.ca or commercejuste.ca. Clayton, are you around? Our next speaker is Clayton Thomas-Muller from the Indigenous Environmental Network. Thank you.
Yeah, what's up, everybody? Yeah, we're fighting for trade justice today. We're fighting for justice in general. It's with pleasure and honor that I've been invited to be a part of the excellent speakers that are here today. First and foremost, in a good way, I would like to acknowledge the unceded Algonquin territory, that we're all standing here today in a good way, and just to say that as a guest in this territory, I come in respect and walk lightly. I'm the tar sands campaigner with the Indigenous Environmental Network, and we've been fighting to protect the sacredness of Mother Earth from multiple multinational oil companies, a wide majority of which are based in Europe. The companies I'm talking about, of course, are Total, our BP, Shell, Stat Oil. There's a boo. There's a host of interests, both financial and oil interests, that are operating in Canada's tar sands. And the Canadian government, in collaboration with the Canadian Association of Petroleum Producers, the Alberta government, and these big evil oil companies have been exerting incredible amounts of pressure on the European Union over the Fuels Quality Directive, a really critical piece of legislation that's being considered by the European Union to give different standards of reporting to tar sands versus conventional oil sources. This is an absolutely critical piece of legislation in the movement towards a zero carbon economy. We must put pressure on the federal government of Canada. We must put pressure on all those that are trying to lobby against this critical piece of legislation in the European Union. We must stand in solidarity with our allies in Europe to make sure that tar sands does not get a free ride, that tar sands is considered dirty oil, and that we keep it considered dirty oil and keep it out of the European fuel mix. Yeah. And so today, we're here to stand in solidarity with our brothers and sisters from labor, with our brothers and sisters from the social justice movements in this country as Indigenous peoples. We're here to call for environmental justice, to call for climate justice, and to say that we will not allow neoliberal trade agendas of the corporate interests of the planet to design our future for us. And so, in a good way, I'd like to wrap up my comments today with a song for all of you, just to bring that spirit in. And when I'm singing this song, I want you to close your eyes if you feel like it. If not, just send your thoughts out. And I want to send us some good intentions, that the message that we're singing today, that we're saying today, that it touches the hearts, that it touches the spirits, that it touches the minds of those people that are sitting there negotiating our future away, that are sitting in there and violating Indigenous rights, treaty rights. There are no First Nations in there, and these types of free trade agreements infringe on the sovereignty and the treaty rights and the Aboriginal rights of Indigenous peoples who are already being impacted by global warming and by Canada's tar sands.
Thank you so much, Clayton. That was wonderful. Now, I think we all know this chant. We'll just do one quickly to warm up. Indigenous rights under attack. What do we do?
Fight back.
Workers' jobs under attack. What do we do?
Fight back.
Public services under attack. What do we do?
Fight back.
Local democracy under attack. What do we do?
Fight back.